in round one with our red-green monsters deck, basically, with the Splash of Black. This hand, I think, is fine. It's not great, but we have a cycling card. Um, it's got mana. Lands and spells are a thing. Even though most of them are uncastable, the cycling makes up for a lot. Okay, well, I don't know if that's exactly the one we were looking for, but it's nice to get it out of the way. Looks like we'll probably be cycling the Sweltering Suns on turn 3. No, maybe not. All right, well, we got it all here. So the good part of drawing this mountain is I'm under less pressure now to cycle this because I have a turn 4 play. So I might actually just get to save it till it's good. Yeah, as a matter of fact, if we okay. Tempted to play this because right now this would be real good for us to be able to take out. Right now it's just one of his creatures. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play this. And we'll see what happens next turn, but I could, if we draw the mountain, I could attack, exert it. He probably doesn't block, it means it's a 4/4. Then we could Sweltering Suns to clear away one or two of his creatures. Okay, well that's actually insane. He's got the Trials, huh? Trials are very good. Alright, well now would be a good time to draw a mountain. So we can get our 2-for-1 at least. Since he got a 1-for-0 over there. No such luck, huh? Okay. Well, we'll play out what we got. We can search for a mountain at least after this. We can even play this to save one of our guys if we need to. See if he goes, yeah, he exerts here. That's fine, I don't mind taking 5. The card's real good. Let's see what he's coming up with next. Gifts of Paradise. Okay, let's Gift of Paradise. That's fine. Gain some life. Have some extra mana. Oh, he even gets to do something with it. Or does he? He does. Trample, you exerted, it comes here. Alright. Well, now would be the time to draw a mountain. We did not. Tapped, huh? Okay, well, good news is that we can play this guy. We can put the -1 counter here, and then we can sack it to go get the mountain we need after we block. Yeah. And then our Kudu would survive the Sweltering Suns, and we could even shed weakness on this guy to make it survive if we really wanted to. So our opponent is playing things out that die to it so far. Wow, this is actually going to be really nice for us. Now we get our mountain. Oh, that works too. Well, we actually want to save this. Well, it depends. We can say fighting doesn't do anything because we actually are going to get a clear away 4 of his creatures. This doesn't necessarily do a lot either. I mean, we're spending a card. This ability sticks around, but we lose out on the fight actually doing anything. So I'm just going to play the Shed Weakness instead. Because I think preserving the ability to fight is worth it. Alright, boom. Look at that. 4-for-1. I 4-for-2 if you count that we had to do this, but still very much worth it. We get attack for 7. Yeah. Looking pretty decent for us. Our opponent has 4 cards in hand. He has access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. We have more mana than that and 3 cards, so more or less even on the board. So does this trigger enters play under your control, right? Okay, good. Yep, we can cartouche to kill that. Nice. Go ahead and put it here, I think. And we can have the Spidery Grasp if he has a pump spell or something in response to the fight to try to trade. Or, you know, just removal for our guy. I like what we got going on. Oh, he does have it. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Oh, unless this... So it's going to have 5 toughness. Oh, yeah. You know what? Our guy's huge too. All right, so you have a 5/5. We have a 6/9. So let's fight, and I'll win that fight, and I'll attack you for 9 or 8. Perfect. All right, so he's got 3 cards in hand. Little crimped on mana. Now he's up to 6 with 2 cards, and we have a 4/5 and a 2/3 with fire breathing. They can become a 4/3. So I guess one reason to put the cartouche here would have been so that if he has a way to pick this up, he can't kill it. But that would, you know, given that a cartouche is an enchantment, obviously he would need a new creature for that. So let's go ahead and try to win here. All right, here comes 8. Let's see if it gets there. Oh no. Oh, he's got Flash Cheetah to trade. That's fine. Take 4, go to 4. You have 1 card in hand. Say go. Flash Cheetah would not have traded with this if we had put the cartouche on it. Would this have had enough to kill? I don't know if it would have or not. I'm not sure if we played it right or not. He's much lower than this. We have Fling in the deck too. This is where we talked about Fling having the reach in a game like this if you just play something big. Oh, that's not big enough. This doesn't matter. Oh, we have Trample? Sweet. Beautiful. So we'll put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Sure. Now we will attack. Oh, crud. It's only when it attacks. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. He still chump blocks. I was thinking it was just on attack. And that we would be able to use it on his guy. Not that it really matters. Because this guy still dies. He's still dead to 2 creatures next turn. Alright, game 1 down. Junned him up. Junned him out, as they say, right? Yeah, this is not very good. He's not going to have flyers. And that's a lot of mana to try to get worms, as sweet as the worms are. Yeah, honestly, I think our deck's pretty well situated here. You know, that was kind of grindy. The Oracle's Vault could have been good, but I think it's fine. I'm going to keep it. I can get behind this hand. Not the best thing ever, but lands and spells. 4 lands even. I don't think I want to cycle this. And oh, look at that. All right, well, I'm definitely not cycling it now. We have a 3-drop, a 5-drop, and a 6-drop. And our opponent has no 2-drops, so we're not even going to get punished for it. Still wouldn't mind a 4-drop, though. Okay, that's fine. Fling, huh? Yes, that could be good. Depends if he... I mean, I'm obviously not going to block. Oh, good. Just a spider. And that's why we're not playing the spider in our deck, because you're playing these red-green decks, and it's great in the right matchup, but in this matchup where you just want big dudes, it just doesn't do anything. Exerting it, so we take 5, sure thing. Alright, well, we're not doing much, but our opponent's not able to attack us at all this turn. We have Fling up if he tries removal. Which he doesn't. He does nothing, huh? That's fine with me. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this guy. No reason not to just make it a 4-3, since a 4-3 still trades with his Hooded Brawler. And we ping him. He does have an end step here. Oh, it's a Sweet Cycler, actually. I love this card. So it cycles for 4, and you get to ramp when you do it. Or you get a desert. No, basic land or deserts. It's even, yeah, it's great. Definitely a sweet commander card. Probably a reasonable cube card, and as you can see, pretty decent and limited. Well, here's one reason to move that counter around. Trials are all very, very good. Probably take another 10 here. Or 5 down to 10. I'm not worried yet. Okay, and that card doesn't do much. Electrify, huh? So we have 6 mana. I think we just tap out this turn, and then hopefully don't have to tap out ever again. In that I mean we will play our 5-drop next turn and hopefully solve up Fling. Depends what he has right here though. Looks like it's gonna be something silly. Oh no. He's got a 6-5. Okay, well we're gonna have to trade there. I can just electrify his thing and then try to trade. I think I just play. I could electrify the Hooded Brawler and then hold up Fling. I don't think that's good, though. I think I do this. I think I play this guy. I put the counter on this. I guess there's no reason. This 6-4, it's a 5-4. Or I could put the counter here, have a 5-3 or a 4-3. You know, it's which one of them do I want to trade with this monitor next turn. I mean, both of them are probably trading off here. May as well just put it on itself. The good news is we have... Good news is we have the Fling. If he has nothing, which it's possible he doesn't, then we can just trade off both of our creatures, have our 2-3 left over, with Fling and Electrify in hand. But if he does have removal or something, then we can Fling anyways and hopefully pull off the same result. And then have Electrify still. He just wants to come in with that. Okay, I'm happy to trade. I guess even better is if he tries to have a combat trick. He doesn't. Okay. We have a lot of good draws. Our black card would be good. Things that remove counters from our guys would be good. It's a nice one for him. That's probably the target of my Electrify, actually. Not great here, but it might be good if, say, we draw our the black-green 5-drop would be great. He's gonna make a big attack next turn. I guess I electrify now. On this guy. Okay. Don't think I have attacks. I think we're playing defense, but I think that's okay. It's a pretty even board right now. Yeah, he gets to do this to get rid of his guy, which helps for him. So it's a pretty even board. I mean, I don't know if we're ahead on board or not. If he exerts, we'll trade with our Minotaur. Or it's not a Minotaur, it's a Manticore, actually. It's a spider scorpion, or I'm sorry, a lion, leopard, tiger, scorpion thingy. I don't know. Tiger, scorpion, I guess. Alright, well, regardless, it's good enough to block. Okay, so he wants the brute strength, which means we will fling our Manticore. What just happened? I think we just got Magic Online out of that one. What the heck? I think I double clicked and it somehow let me target. Oh, and so I targeted my own thing. But even though the right it said sacrifice a creature. Come on, Magic Online. I mean, that's a great draw, but man, that is annoying. This game should have just been over with this draw. Jeez. Okay, shake it off, shake it off. That was pretty dumb. It's ridiculous, actually. And then yep, I'm on tilt, okay. And then I didn't do it, I didn't give it haste because I hate when Magic Online does that sort of thing. I clicked it once, it said, do you want to untap? Or it still said sacrifice a creature. So and I could have given this guy haste and killed this thing before it got untap. Now we're probably dead. So I'm going to make it a 2-1. He'll pump it and make it a... So it'll have 3 toughness and I'll still be dead. God, so stupid. Well, I guess it is what it is. See if we can dig out from under it somehow. I guess I can remove the counter from this thing. Makes it a 3-4. Which would be enough to trade when he makes it a... Yeah, and then we still have to block the stupid... We just have to chump block the spider. Yeah, we had the game won. We played our cards well and had it won, and then Magic Online didn't cooperate with us. Or we just misclicked. Either way, it didn't work out. Well, let's see what we can do here. We're in a pretty bad spot. The plan will be to, if he exerts this, we'll chump block it with this. We can block here to not die, and then next turn attack, remove the counter here to kill that thing. Other creatures you control have trample. Huh. That's pretty good. That changes quite a bit. In fact, it kills us, doesn't it? No, it doesn't kill us. It basically does, though. Now we have to block like this. So we'll get our trade in. Nope, yep, we're dead. What a stupid, stupid way to lose a game. Alright. Guess it's my own fault. or something. We'll try again. Man. I could have probably still won after that. I just kind of went on tilt and misclicked through giving this guy haste, which obviously would have changed the game quite a bit too. So just overall frustrating. I like our deck though. The deck's performed well. That was, that was a game where both players had good cards, and yeah, his was just a little better than ours, given the way it played out. Ours was better if it played out as we would have liked it to, but it doesn't always go their way. This hand seems good though. We have the cultivator. We can put this counter on the cultivator before we throw it in for a land to get our mountain. This will even block if he has a 2-power guy or something early. Yeah, maybe this card is good. I was kind of on it originally, but it may just be a pretty decent. I like cards like it in the past, but this one costs a lot of mana for the effect. But it does block pretty well. Embodiment of Spring is the one I'm thinking of, which was an 0-3 for blue that for 1 green could sack and do the same thing. And I think it was 1. I think it cost 1 to play and 1 to sack, or 2 to play, or 1 to play and 2 to sack, I think. Anyways, it was a lot. So I look at this and I see 0-3, but 3 mana to activate, and I'm less excited about it, but it probably enables some pretty good stuff in this format. It's because I said that giant spider he played wasn't going to do anything. Then it killed us. Shouldn't have done anything, though. Alright, well, we have good blocks for this. That's also a nice draw, because that's a very powerful card. Not quite yet, since removing it from that won't do much for us, but as the game goes on, probably going to be pretty decent. Okay. So yeah, this 3-4 is holding down the fort pretty well. Yeah, that's probably just going to end up getting cycled. He is splashing blue for something, though, so it's possible he's splashing blue for flyer. I want to hold this for value, so okay. I just wanted to block and activate this. Although giving it trample actually makes that not quite as relevant, but he didn't attack, so it works out. We get another mountain. Hit another mountain, I guess, and have a 6-drop. Which against this team of 3-power guys is pretty solid. Obviously, we take a bunch from the Minotaur if he comes in with the team, but... And it gains Menace, too. This card's actually probably pretty good. Yuck. Okay. I'd like to draw my board wipe again. Not all these lands. Right, we're just going to go ahead and cycle this thing. See what we get. Flash Cheetah. Okay, Flash Cheetah is a card. We could attack. Attacking requires him to throw 2 guys in front of us. Attacking might be fine. It doesn't. You can just block here, huh? But you know what? I'm fine with it. I'm honestly surprised he didn't attack. The attack seems like it would have been good for him. Now, if he attacks here, he also has to do it with imperfect information. But that's fine. Well, he's definitely ahead on board. We need to stop drawing lands. But, we're hanging in there. So we'll play this. We'll play Flash Cheetah if we need to here. Hopefully can catch one of his guys. Hopefully get some value out of this Quarry Hauler at some point. Man, the 3 mana, 3 damage to all creatures would have been great to have on that turn, just like we had it in game 1. Our opponent's tanking pretty hard on our instep, but then just takes his turn, so I guess he was thinking about cycling something. Okay, well, he doesn't want to come in here, but I will still flush in my cheetah. I don't really want to trade my cheetah for... I wonder if we're just not going to get any value out of this. We might not, but I don't need to play it quite yet. So we'll spam the board out. I don't think I like attacking. I mean, we don't really have good attack. Well, actually, we do. Yeah, we don't have any good attacks. We'd be trading our 3-drop for his 2-drop. We'll attack with our exerted guy next turn because that would at least take out 2 of his creatures given the current board. But he could just have some sort of bomb. Like that 7/7. That we can't do much about. Okay, that's a nice one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the counter on. I think we're probably taking 7 from it this turn. Put the counter on the Flash Cheetah, since it's pretty much the worst what we have in play anyways. But we can remove that counter next turn. Now we're getting into this board stall here, which is not the worst. This is a pretty nice stall breaker, but I don't want to block quite yet. I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I block with... Oh, okay. Never mind. We're just going to die to that. I don't think we're beating 2 of them. Oh, okay. He still doesn't want to attack, so we get to do stuff like this, and this is a pretty nice draw. Does this card naturally have trample? It doesn't. Okay. Alright, so we can Cartouche of Strength. Where is it best to put it? Probably... Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, huh? So I guess we put it on our guy, make him a 3/4 so that he could block. And we can fight his trample guy. I mean, I guess he had fire breathing anyways, but still. Okay, well that thing's down. Now we can take the counter off our Flash Cheetah. I'd like to remove that counter. Okay, well, the one problem is we still can't attack. It's possible this cartouche should have gone somewhere else, maybe because the fact this can pump itself already. Okay, yep, giant spider, sure. This is quite the board stall going on, that's for sure. He still doesn't want to attack, though. The problem is we can't attack either. So this is 4, so playing another lane actually does do something. I mean, we could attack. I could attack with my 3/4 trampler, but we really need it to, because it actually is a 1-for-1 trade with the worms if we're able to sink all of our mana into it right now. So we're both just going to do nothing. We're going to flood out while we do nothing, though. Hopefully he's flooding out also. Okay, I don't think that's super relevant. I like that we could draw Fling. That'd be a nice one here. Okay, guess this is fine too. I'll put it here and have another 3/2. I mean, he probably knows we have lane anyways. Probably might as well play it so we can pump our guy. I mean, both of us are just looking for removal right now. I think we have 2 cartouches. Which I kind of wish I boarded in that 8-mana make worm card, right? Alright, let's just look at this board here. I'm not missing anything, am I? Like, I can't attack into the 7/7s except with this. And if I do, he just trades with it with non-7/7s, and that's not good for me. Cartouche is good. I guess we play it, and we play it on our worst I guess we play it on this guy. And we fight this guy. He could easily have combat tricks here and blow us out, but may as well get him out of his hand now rather than when we're trying to deal with 7/7s. Sweet. Okay, well. Try to kill his Exert guy. I have no idea what he's just sitting on that none of our cards are doing. That he's just got no responses to anything. Maybe he's just completely flooded out over there. He's got 5, 8, and 9 in play. I mean, we have 9 in play as well, so he's got something now. Jeez, okay. I mean, Cartouche Strength has definitely been MVP, though. This is just a big, dumb creature stall right here, so that's 5. Yep, may as well keep making our guy big. He does have Trample, which is good in the event, say, I mean, actually imagine if we draw Fling and we get to attack, or we can just pump it and fling him at him for like 9 damage. Might give us a way through. I'm just scared by how many cards he has in his hand over there. Feels like he's just waiting to, he's got combat tricks or blowout spells, and he's just waiting for enough creatures to overrun us with it. It is worth noting that we will mill out before him. Hopefully that does not become relevant. Well, that doesn't seem like a super relevant one for him. Nice, okay. Go ahead and put it on itself, I think. Well, no, I kind of like having 2 things at 5 power to trade with this. 4 toughness is also good for me, so I'm actually probably going to put it here and have another 3/4, so that we have another blocker for this or this. I think the only damage of this game has been dealt by our Minotaurs. But in a situation that might come down to, trying to overrun each other. Yep. I don't know. We basically have Fling as a breaker here. We have 6, 11, 12, so we have 5 lands left. So 5 of our 15 cards are lands. So 2 out of 3 are good draws, whereas he has 5, 9, 10. So he's got more land than us left. This is ridiculous, though. I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I'm missing anything. I mean, these stupid 7/7s are pretty rough to deal with. Okay, I guess there's going to be some sort of combat trick. Probably just block with 2 of them, right? So he'd have to give it plus. Well, I mean, +2 is actually a pretty reasonable number to kill our guys. So I'm just going to block with 1. If he has it, we'll trade it. Nope, just wants to get it off the board. Works for me. Nice draw. Oops. All right, I like it. I guess the problem is that's only good when it attacks, but um, we may as well just throw it here, I guess. Throw it on itself. The issue is we can't attack with this thing for so long. Although when we do attack with it, we can use it to kill one of his guys. So we may be getting into an overrun sort of position, depending on what we draw. And he's got a flash cheetah too. That's definitely a good draw. Drawing Fling would basically be what, makes me want to attack here. Yeah, I'll block again. That's fine. I want him to use whatever tricks he's got. It was a spidery grasp. Sure thing. Oh, okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. God, how many are we going to draw, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to die. I don't want to kill myself here. But why? I think this is probably what we just need to do, though. I actually don't want to draw that many. We'd be drawing each creature with power 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go down to 5 cards on the library. But if we can't win in 4 turns after that, you know, come on. The whole turn a million, draw 8. So interestingly, we still have not drawn the Fling, which is the card I actually want. We didn't already, no, it's the last game where we got hosed by our own Fling. This game, we just haven't drawn it. I think we're in a good spot, though. We have a bunch of removal we can use now. Oh gosh, and another haste creature to boot. I like it. Alright, am I going to attack here? May as well put it on this hippo, I guess. He's had these 2 cards that he's had forever, though. Okay, so let's think through an incredibly complicated attack. We can attack, remove a counter here, put a counter here, kill it. At that point, we have... So we'll have 2, 3, 4 that are more than 3. And those will get blocked here, 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 and here. Leaving him 3 blockers. So this guy would be blocked. This guy would be blocked. That's 1, 2. And then 3, 4 would be this guy. And this guy and this guy here. So I think that means this guy would block, block, block. I think he'd have 2 blocks left. This math is hard. We can also use this on when we have a trample creature, but you know what? Say maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe we don't need to go ham here. You know what? I'm not going to, because it might work. For one, it would probably work, but even if it doesn't, like, it's risky, and we know we have Fling in our deck, which will win us the game. And he's sitting on cards, right? So, and we get more mana this turn. Yeah, and that's a pretty good one too. I think this is where we turn everything sideways. We don't have the Fling, but it's probably good enough. We can use this on after he blocks one of our trample guys. We can shed weakness on one of our trample guys. So he has 8 blockers, and we have... So if he were to block... So he's going to have 7 blockers after our ability, and if he blocks our biggest, it's 1, 2, 3, 4... This is easier if I could reorganize where my creatures were at, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... We're getting in for like 8? That may not even be lethal. Maybe I don't... I mean, it's probably lethal because we actually have all this pomp. I'm not going to do it, though, because we have Fling in our deck. There's just no reason to do anything until we draw Fling. There's absolutely no reason to do anything but draw Fling. All it does is... I mean, what if he has Fog in his deck? God, that'd be bad. What if he has the Fog? Okay, what do you want to hit? If we lose the Fog, man. Alright, I will save this thing. Because it attacks for a lot. So we may want to attack a turn before in case we get fogged. But gosh, if we get fogged, then like we're just gonna die anyways, right? I think maybe we can't play around fog. If I die to fog, I die to fog. Oh my gosh, where's the fling though? I'm just gonna make sure I haven't missed it here. Nope, there's confirmed no fling anywhere. I committed to that line, so I'm gonna stand by it. Even if it's the last card in the deck, I'm gonna go for it because I don't think we beat fog no matter what we do. The way he's just, it's the actual last card in our deck too. The way he's just passing though, man, it really makes me think he has fling. I'm sorry, that he has fog. We have fling. Yep, here we go though. Fling literal last card in our deck. Okay, time to turn the team sideways. Okay. Yep. Exert. Exert. I'm just going to tilt off when we get fogged. Actually, I won't. If we lose the fog, we lose the fog. That would be good for him. Choose target creature I control. Okay, I'd like to choose this guy with trample. Now I'd like to choose one he controls. I'd like to choose this 3/1. Okay, here comes the fog. And I cry. So if he tanks on his blocks, maybe we're good. Oh, we're getting fogged. Oh, good. Maybe not. I think we're gonna. If we're not getting fogged, we should win. Maybe I should have used. Actually, I think I missed the point. I should have removed the counter from this guy because using this on the. We want to use this on the trample guys anyway, which is where we had a counter. But you know, it probably doesn't matter because I think we win this game. Like we either win or we lose, and I don't think that 1 point makes a difference given how much we have on the field here. What a crazy game. We drew 8 on like turn 12. Turn probably later than that. We played every land in our deck. But I think it's going to work out. Unless he's just like going for the long con here, sets up all his blocks, and then just fogs us. Okay, so there's currently 6, 11, 12, 13 getting through. Okay. Currently 13 getting through. So we'll lead by electrifying the giant spider. And then we'll go from there. Because you know what? I'm sure he has stuff too. Yeah, he's thinking through his blocks. So, alright, good news is we're not getting fogged. At least by the way this seems to be going. If only I could, if he had put a 4 toughness creature in front of this guy, then I could electrify it and it'd be a lot more effective than electrifying the spider. But of course he's thinking about the fact I can just literally pump 17 mana into it, give it +8, +8, +8, +0 rather, and get 11 in, so he's currently blocking all of it. Okay. Blocking order seems fine. Alright, we will electrify the spider. Brute strength of the spider, huh? I guess that's fine. Okay, so right now he's taking 6, 11, 12, 13, and then I can just actually fling anything at him. So let's go ahead and shed weakness here. Okay, so there's currently 6, 7, 11, 12, 13 getting 3. I think I'm just going to go all the way with this thing. If that blue card turns out to be some sort of counterspell, I'll also lose to that. Alright. I choose him. Oh, it messed up in the last game. It got us because I assumed you sacked your creature first, since it's an additional cost to casting the spell. But let's see if we get there. Alright, now we see what he has. We did it! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a match. What a crazy game. Okay. Drew our entire deck. I learned how Fling works on Magic Online because I obviously didn't know. I still think it's kind of silly that you choose the target. I mean, I get it, target first, I guess, rather than sack your creature. But I mean, whatever. It's an additional cost, so I thought it would happen first. So we learned our lesson there. It cost us game 2, but we got there in game 3 thanks to that same Fling being the final card in our deck. So